In DBMS, when we view the data, we have presented the architecture for a database system here. See, so when we view the data in DBMS, it has been divided into three different levels, that is physical level, logical level, and view level. And when you look at the view level, we have multiple views, that is view 1, view 2, and so on up to view n. Whereas the logical level is only a one block, and physical level also represents only one component representation, right? Now we are going to talk about what is this physical level, logical level, and view level. Why the data is presented in these levels? Its main reason of presenting the data in DBMS in this way is to hide the data or provide protection to the data that we are going to term as levels of abstraction. So coming to the different levels of abstractions in DBMS are physical level, logical level, and view level. When you are going to focus at the physical level, the major focus at this level is in describing how a record is stored. That means this level is going to answer to the questions of how. Say for example, a customer is a record. If say suppose this record is to be stored, how it is stored in the database. This is the major focus we are going to deal with in the physical level. Coming to the logical level, this level completely describes about what data is stored in the database, what type of relationship that exists between those data. All these are answered at this level. That means it gives the answers to the questions of what. So when you look at the example, see here, I am specifying saying that the record name is a customer, and in that customer I am going to keep the fields or data as customer ID, which is of type string, customer name, which is of type string again, customer street, which is of type string again, and customer city is also of type string. Here the major focus is on what data is stored in the database. And at the last level, we call it as a view level. Here application program hide details of the data types even. That means views can also hide information for security purpose. In this level only a small portion of the total database is viewed by some particular user, and that is the reason why when I have shown the previous slide, view level has a multiple views, that is view 1, view 2, and so on up to view n. As we said, only a portion of the complete database is viewed at a particular by some particular user. So this is about the levels of abstraction, and this levels of abstraction is used in the DBMS in order to provide security to the data. Now we move to the general terms that we come across in DBMS, that is instance and the word called schema, and we come across the word called data independence. Now I am going to explain about what these terms are. Instance is nothing but we are talking about the information that is residing in a database at a particular moment of time. Why we are talking about this instance means the data in the database will be changing from time to time. So an instance is only about that particular information that is residing in the database at a particular moment of time. And coming to schema, it talks about overall database design. As we have seen earlier that there are different levels of data abstractions are there. In the same way, there will be physical schema, logical schema, and many sub-schemas will be there in order to completely develop one complete database system schema. One physical schema will be there, I am repeating again, one physical schema will be there, one logical schema will be there, and many sub-schemas will be there in order to design the complete database. And coming to the term called data independence. Data independence is ability to modify schema definition in one level without affecting schema definition in the next higher level. Say for example, At a physical level, if I am modifying the physical schema definition, the next higher levels are logical schema definition and subschema definitions. Those definitions are not affecting my modified schema definition at the lower level. This is called data independence, and of course there are two different types of data independence, that is physical data independence and logical data. I repeat again, data independence is giving the ability or providing the ability to modify the schema definition at one level without affecting the schema definitions in the next higher level. So the lowest level is the physical level, next higher level is the logical level, and next higher level is the view level. At lowest level, that is physical level, we use a physical schema to define, and in the next higher level, that is logical level, we are going to use a logical schema, and next is the higher level, that is view level. At this level we are going to use many sub schemas. If any of the schema definition is modified, it should not affect the schema definition that has been proposed in the next higher levels. If that is achieved, then we are going to call it as data independence in Dbms. So this is all about the terms that we come across in the first unit of Dbms.